All right. Good morning. I just wanted to go over this morning's trade with you guys. So, let's zoom in a little bit. So this morning we identified SPI. SPI was basically one of our leading gappers this morning, one of our leading top gainers this morning. So, this was the one we wanted to trade. So, as you can see, let me show you guys really quick. This thing made a big move. It was making big moves all morning, making big moves all morning. So we know green line is go time. So before I actually pull up this chart, I actually went to the daily chart. I went to the daily chart because it made a big move already. So I wanted to know where the problem areas were going to be. So obviously above goal time right there, this green line, I'm going to look back to see where it had problems getting over. So as you can see over here, it had problems getting over this $4 area. You see this? This is $4 right there. The high on this one is $4. The high on this one is $4. So I kind of knew it was going to have problems at that $4 mark. Then I look back a little bit further and I noticed this candle right here, it had problems right around that 414 area, that 414 area. And then the next problem area is right up here, the 476 area. So obviously I'm going to be very quick to get in and out because I know the $4 area and the 414 area is a problem area. And then if it gets over 414, I know we can go all the way up to 476. Okay, so now if you're looking on the 1 minute chart and you can kind of see it came right to those problem areas and went down. So knowing this, I'm going to be a lot quicker to get in. Now, typically I get in at go time, right? But because I know these are problem areas, I know it most likely will go to those problem areas and then come back down. So I'm not going to wait to jump way up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in a little bit early and be smart about it. So as you guys can see, my first trade was right there. I jumped in. Let's pull this over. I jumped in at the 370 mark, popped up, sold it at 386, right? And then it kind of came down on me and then started going back up. So I kind of was wanting it to break over this go time. So I jumped back in at 390 and it did break. And I tried to sell up here. For some reason, it wouldn't sell. I got a bad fill and then it came down. I got a bad fill going down. I'll show you the video in a little bit. So I got a bad fill down here. So I was hoping to sell somewhere up there. It just didn't sell. And at that point, I was like, oh man, okay. So now it started coming down. And so now I'm expecting it to. This is really the normal trades that I take when it's over go time. This today I just happened to jump in a little bit early. I normally don't jump in early, but this is the normal trade that I normally trade. Once it goes above go time, boom, I'm jumping in, and then I'm taking profits when right when it pops, right? So now I jump in at go time, which is at 405, and then it pops up, and then I'm selling, and within those three trades, basically I made 1160, and so that was very quick too. It was very quick. So let me play this video for you guys so you guys can see. As you guys can see over here, um, let's turn the sound down. So as you guys can see, basically it is 9:29, 55 seconds. It's getting ready to ring. The bell is getting ready to ring. I know where my problem areas are. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to make new highs so I could jump in and watch what happens. Let's close this so it could be a little bit less of a headache. So now I jumped in right there. And look, I hit my hotkeys to sell. It did not sell. And for some reason it sold then. I don't know what was happening this morning. So it ended up selling at this point. Um, so now I'm in and out. I didn't understand what happened just then. So now it's approaching go time. I jump in and I got filled down here for some reason. So I don't know if there was a lag this morning. So because I got filled down there, I sold pretty quick. I sold very quick. I didn't know what happened. I just know this morning maybe the platform had a lag in it. So it worked out for my benefit because I got filled over here. Now I'm watching this and I'm waiting for it to go above go time. And boom, I'm in. It dipped down a little bit, but I held on to it, expecting it to go back because I was already up. I had a nice little cushion already from these two trades. So I wasn't too worried about it. And then I'm waiting for this pop. It's still a little bit low. Waiting for this pop, and boom, here's the pop, and I'm selling. As you can see, I put my sell ticket. It didn't get filled, and for some reason, when it popped back up, I got filled. I had to cancel this order right there. See, sometimes you don't get fills. You don't get fills, and that's part of trading. And finally, I got filled. Look at that. Finally, I got filled. So I had to cancel the order and then go back in and place another sell order with the hotkeys, and finally, it's sold on its way back up. I don't know if the platform just had a lag this morning. It's typically not lagging like this, but yeah, I was getting my orders filled a little bit late, and I didn't understand why that was happening. So I'm glad though it all worked out. Just knowing where to get in, where to get out, and what stocks to buy and what stocks to not buy, you actually get a an upper hand. You actually get an upper hand. Now imagine if I didn't know what I was doing and then there was a small lag, because sometimes these platforms, they don't work perfectly. They don't. And so sometimes you're going to get bad fills. Like for instance, I tried to sell up here. I got filled down there. So this could have been an additional, $300-400 right there by selling right there. But I didn't get filled. And then you could see I tried to sell up here 2 times and I didn't get filled the first time. So I had to cancel my order because I thought it was going to drop pretty low, and it just didn't. And so once it popped again, I ended up selling again. So I had to cancel that order and then put in a new order to sell. So it was kind of I thought I was gonna lose some money over here because when my trade went through, when I placed the order for selling, it didn't. My hotkeys just, I didn't get filled. So I thought I was gonna lose some money. But just knowing where to jump in and when to jump out, it gives me the upper hand. Nothing is perfect. Sometimes you're gonna get lags. Sometimes you're gonna get bad fills. It's just how the game works. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be ready for whatever comes your way, and that's just part of trading. So today we actually came out on top, and normally we come out on top. So we did pretty good this morning. All right, so that's about it. Also, you guys, I got the link to Tradeideas. If you guys don't know how to find these stocks, look at this. Pre-market movers, SPI is number 1 right there. That's how I'm able to identify these stocks right there. SPI is showing me pre-market. Before the bell rings, I'm looking down here. Once the bell rings, then I'm looking at these two. But before the bell rings, this is where I'm identifying which ones are number 1 on my list. And then I make sure they fit my buying criteria. Once they fit my buying criteria, of course, I'm going to trade it. Okay, so SPI is right there. Pre-market movers, number 1. And that's how I'm finding these stocks, is through Tradeideas. I got a link right below for Tradeideas. If you want to sign up for it, let me know and I'll hook you up with my layout. Because the layout that they give you, it doesn't look like this at all. And so if you guys decide you want to sign up for it, I'll definitely hook you up with my layout. My layout is a lot simpler and a lot easier. But yeah, that's about it for the day. Try to keep this one short. It was it was a very choppy day, but when you have confidence in the market and then you already have a little cushion, you're not as pressed to I guess get out so quick. But yeah, that's about it for the day. I hope you guys got some value out of this one. But hit me up with any questions, comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys another day. All right.